You wander, with a thirsty heart, across deserts of thought and forests of longing. Yet, the spring you seek has been singing in your own chest since before your first breath. You ask me, where is the path? Where is the secret? Where is the door to the beloved? I tell you, it is not on the horizon, not hidden in the stars, not carved in mountains or buried in oceans. It is in the soft flame that flickers in your soul. To the flame you often ignore while you chase distant lanterns. Do not search afar, for what you seek is closer than your eyelashes, closer than the pulse beneath your skin, closer than the sigh that escapes when you forget to guard your heart. You live like a guest in your own house, knocking at doors that belong to you, begging for a key that already rests in your pocket. Every time you wander outward in desperate pursuit of meaning, you walk past the silent banquet prepared within you. The ancient secret is not a scroll hidden in some dusty monastery, not a relic kept in temples, not a whisper locked in the tongues of saints. It is the echo of eternity carved into your own soul, waiting for you to pause and listen. If only you would silence the noise of craving, the endless drums of desire, the chatter of the market within your mind, you would hear the subtle music that has never ceased to play. It is the song of the beloved calling you home. You think of yourself as small, as a drop cast aside in the vast ocean of creation. Yet you are the ocean, disguised as a drop. You look at stars and believe they are far beyond your grasp. Yet each star is mirrored in the well of your own being. The secret is not about possession, but recognition. When the veil of ignorance lifts, you realize you have always been the chalice, overflowing with divine wine. You do not need to travel to find him, for he is the breath moving in and out of your lungs, the hidden fire that animates your body, the gaze behind your eyes. Do not wander in exile when the kingdom is already yours. The world teaches you to chase shadows, to decorate the cage, to mistake smoke for substance. But the beloved invites you to turn inward, to step into the sanctuary of your own soul, where his face waits like a mirror longing to reflect your true form. You are like the moth, chasing every candle, yet the sun of eternity rises within you. Why would you beg for crumbs when the banquet of the infinite spreads its cloth upon your heart? Why would you run after dust when the jewel of divine intimacy is embedded in your being? Do you remember the time before you were clothed in flesh? Do you remember the garden of origin, where the soul danced like a flame in the wind of his love? That memory still lives in you, though buried beneath layers of fear, habit, and forgetfulness. Every longing you feel, every hunger, every restless dream is not for the world, but for that lost union. You think you desire wealth, power, beauty, the recognition, but behind every desire is the single thirst for the beloved. The merchants of illusion sell you trinkets, but what you ache for is the embrace that existed before time began. The ancient secret lives within, whispering through your longing, calling you by name, drawing you to awaken. Do not imagine that awakening requires climbing mountains or mastering endless practices. It is as close as your willingness to be still, to surrender, to allow love to undo you. The heart is a reed flute carved by the beloved. It longs to be hollow so his breath can pass through and sing. But you stuff the reed with stones of judgment, fears of tomorrow, chains of regret. Empty yourself, beloved soul, and the music will return. The secret is not in adding, but in removing, not in conquering, but in yielding, not in running, but in resting. You are both the seeker and the sought. The beloved chases you, even as you chase him. He hides within your own searching, plays the game of separation, only to intensify the reunion. The dance of love is not about distance, but about unveiling. When the veil drops, you will laugh at your long journey, for you will realize the destination was the room you never left. The mystics weep not out of despair, but from the sweetness of recognizing how near he has always been. You run from door to door, while he waits at your window, tapping with the fingers of dawn, painting the sky with his light, whispering through every breeze, "Come home, beloved, come home." Oh, the soul is an ocean, and the ego a jar. Break the jar, and the ocean rushes in. You are not the narrow vessel you mistake yourself for. You are the boundless tide of love, the endless wave of consciousness, the secret garden where roses bloom without soil. The beloved's fragrance perfumes every corner of your being, yet you cover it with perfumes of the world and wonder why you cannot smell him. Strip away the false scents. Let your soul's natural fragrance rise. It is the incense of eternity, the aroma of homecoming, the sign that you have always been one with the beloved. Do you not see? The turning of the dervish is not about spinning in circles, but about reminding the soul of its orbit around the divine. You, too, are a star revolving around the hidden sun. Every step you take, every breath, every heartbeat is a revolution around his presence. The secret is not that you must find him, but that you cannot escape him. Even in your forgetfulness, he remembers you. Even in your denial, he affirms you. Even in your wandering, he walks beside you. He is the friend who never leaves, the flame that never dies, the music that never ceases. Why seek afar when the song is already within you? Let the ancient wine pour into your heart. Drink not with lips, but with the soul. Each drop of this wine dissolves the walls you have built, erases the maps of separation, melts the illusions of distance. You become drunk, not with confusion, but with clarity, not with forgetfulness, but with remembrance. The wine of the beloved intoxicates you until you forget yourself and remember only him, and in that forgetting you find your true self. For you are nothing but his reflection, his echo, his beloved companion. The secret has always been this: you are the mirror in which he sees himself, and he is the mirror in which you see yourself. You wander the bazaar of existence, bargaining with merchants of desire, exhausting yourself in pursuit of treasures that rust and vanish. Yet the true jewel glitters in the quiet chamber of your heart. No thief can steal it. No time can decay it. No death can destroy it. It waits, luminous and eternal, whispering, "Stop wondering, beloved soul. Open your eyes. The kingdom you chase already belongs to you." The secret is not a secret at all. It is the most obvious truth, hidden only because you look elsewhere. You have become so accustomed to searching outside that you forget the treasure buried inside. Beloved, listen. The garden you dream of, the paradise you long for, is already blooming within you. The rivers of light, the orchards of bliss, the fragrance of roses, all are hidden in your soul's soil. When you water it with attention, when you tend it with devotion, when you guard it with silence, the blossoms burst forth. Heaven is not a place, but a state of union, and that union is your birthright. Do not postpone it by searching in tomorrows. Enter it now, in this breath, in this moment. To the door is open and the beloved waits within. Do you hear the silence between your thoughts, the pause between your breaths, the stillness beneath your heartbeat? That is where the beloved dwells, in the spaces you overlook, in the gaps you rush past, in the silence you fear. You keep asking for directions, yet the map is drawn on the canvas of your soul. Every sigh of longing is a signpost. Every tear is a river flowing toward him. Every spark of wonder is a lantern guiding you home. Do not search afar, for the answer has been sown into your very being. since the dawn of creation. You are not separate from the secret. You are the secret itself, wrapped in flesh, disguised in time, veiled by forgetfulness. The Beloved has placed in you a door that opens only inward. You knock on the doors of the world, but none satisfy. Fame will not open it. Wealth cannot unlock it. Pleasure will not guard it. Only surrender, only stillness, only the willingness to be undone by love will turn the key. And when the door opens, you will not find a stranger waiting. You will find the friend who has lived inside you all along, smiling through your eyes, whispering with your tongue, loving with your heart. The journey ends where it began, in the intimacy of soul and source, inseparably and eternal, unbroken. You seek proof of God's existence in the stars, in the scriptures, in the words of others. Yet, the most undeniable proof is the love that stirs in your chest when you hear His name. That love is the eternal signature, the flame He left behind to remind you that you belong to Him. Do not dismiss your longing as weakness. It is the rope tying you to heaven. Do not despise your tears. They are the rain watering the seeds of remembrance. Every ache you feel is not a curse, but a compass pointing you inward, pointing you home. The ancient ones spoke of veils, of layers that obscure the Beloved's face. But the veils are not outside you. They are woven of your own distractions, your fears, your cravings, your judgments. Every veil is a thought that says, I am separate. Tear that thought away, and the light pours in. The Beloved is not hidden behind 10,000 veils. He is hidden behind one thin curtain. And that curtain is your forgetfulness. Lift it, even for a breath, and you will be flooded with the light that has never ceased to shine. You think the Beloved is far, because you measure with the ruler of the mind, but the heart has no distance. In the heart's realm, one glance, one whisper, one breath is enough to unite you with eternity. The friend is not far away. The friend is nearer than near. You are like the fish searching for the ocean, complaining of thirst, not realizing you have never left the waters of His mercy. You are like the bird asking where the sky is, not seeing that every wing beat is already flight. Beloved, stop searching in deserts of illusion. Open your eyes to the oasis blooming in your chest. The dance of the dervish is a mirror of the universe itself. Every planet turns, every star spins, every atom whirls in devotion around the unseen center. And so too your soul longs to turn around the axis of the Beloved. You may resist, you may cling to control, but eventually the pull of love will draw you into orbit. Do not fear this pull. It is not annihilation, but awakening. You do not vanish when you unite with Him. You expand beyond measure, beyond identity, beyond the narrow jar, into the boundless ocean. This is the ancient secret. To lose yourself in love is to discover your true self at last. Do not imagine the Beloved as a distant king on a throne, hidden in some unreachable palace. He is the breath you just took, the warmth on your skin, the secret listener of every prayer you whisper and every prayer you forget to whisper. You call Him by many names, but He responds not to the sound, but to the sincerity. Say nothing at all, and He still hears the cry of your soul. The soul's language is silence, and the Beloved is fluent in it. Even when your lips are sealed, your longing speaks volumes, and He answers with tenderness, deeper than words. You stand at the edge of an infinite ocean, cup in hand, afraid to step in. But the ocean does not want your cup. It wants to sweep you into itself. The ancient secret is not about dipping your toes. It is about surrendering to the tide. Let it take you. Let the waves wash away your masks, your doute, your illusion. Let the salt heal your wounds. Let the depth teach you that you are not a wanderer, but water itself. not a seeker, but the sought, and not a drop, but the sea disguised for a little while in human form. Beloved soul, have you not felt it, that sudden burning in your chest, when beauty touches you, when music lifts you, when kindness disarms you? That burning is the beloved brushing past the veil, reminding you, he is here. Do not ignore these moments. They are not accidents, but invitations. They are the friend tugging gently on your sleeve, saying, remember me. Do not fall asleep in forgetfulness. Every moment of awe, every instant of love, every glimpse of wonder is the beloved pulling you closer, whispering through creation, I am here, I am here, I am here. The path of return is not paved with effort, but with surrender. You do not climb to heaven by force. You dissolve into it by grace. Stop fighting. Stop grasping. I stop insisting on being the doer. You are not the one who finds God. God is the one who finds you. You are not the candle who lights itself. You are the wick set ablaze by his fire. Let yourself burn. Do not fear the flames. They do not destroy, but transform. The fire of love consumes the false and leaves only the true. And what is true is that you are his. Eternally, irrevocably, delightfully his. Every night you fall asleep, and without effort, you surrender your body, your mind, your control. Sleep is the beloved's rehearsal, teaching you to let go, showing you that death itself is not to be feared. For in letting go, you are held. In surrendering, you are embraced. The ancient secret is that you have never been alone, never been abandoned, never been outside his care. Even your stumbling, even your errors, even your despair are woven into the larger tapestry of love. Do not despise your shadows. They are the contrast that makes his light shine brighter. Do not hate your wounds. They are the cracks through which his mercy enters. You long for paradise, but paradise longs for you. Do not postpone the banquet for some distant afterlife. Taste it now, in the sweetness of prayer, in the intoxication of remembrance, in the stillness where the beloved breathes through you. Heaven is not elsewhere. It is the state of seeing him in all things. Hell is not elsewhere. It is the blindness that refuses to see. Open the eyes of your heart, and the world becomes a garden again, fragrant with roses, alive with music, luminous with his presence. Beloved, you have walked far and grown weary. Sit down for a moment. Rest your searching heart. Close your eyes and feel the warmth rising from within, the gentle flame that never dies. That flame is the ancient secret, the eternal friend dwelling inside you. He is not waiting for your perfection, only for your surrender. He does not require your strength, only your openness. He does not ask for your achievements, only your willingness to be loved. Let him love you. Let the tide of mercy wash over you. Let the ancient wine fill your soul. Drink, beloved, drink, and be undone. For, in being undone, you will finally be whole. Beloved, you wander through marketplaces of thought, your hands heavy with baskets of theories, your lips dry with questions, your mind dizzy with debates. Yet all of this is noise compared to the one silent truth. The beloved has never left you. You are like the reed flute, cut and hollowed, longing for the lips that will breathe through you. You cry because you remember what it feels like to be whole, though you cannot explain why you weep. The cry itself is the proof that the ancient secret is alive in you. It calls you even in your ignorance. It tugs at you even in your sleep. Do not search afar, beloved, for you are not a stranger to this mystery. You are its living host. The soul was not crafted in fragments, but as a mirror of the infinite. Within you are hidden oceans, mountains, zones, and galaxies. Yet you shrink yourself to the size of the body. to the noise of identity, to the narrow name you were given. You say, I am this, I am that, but the beloved laughs softly and whispers, you are mine, and that is enough. If you could step beyond the walls of self, you would see the endless horizon of your own being. That is the secret. You are not merely a reflection of the divine, you are the divine's chosen window, the place where eternity gazes upon itself in wonder. Why then do you live as though in exile? Why do you beg for scraps when you are already seated at the table of light? The banquet of the soul has been set before you. Cups overflow with the wine of remembrance. Platters gleam with fruits of love. Music hums through the air like the heartbeat of angels. Yet you turn away, chasing crumbs in the alleys of the world. Beloved, lift your head, open your heart, and see what has been waiting all along. The beloved never withholds. It is you who forget to open your hands. The world distracts you with promises that dissolve like mist. You think joy is in possessions, but possessions rot. You think peace is in status, but status crumbles. You think safety is in control, but control is an illusion. The only treasure that cannot decay, the only crown that cannot topple, the only fortress that cannot be breached is the secret flame within your soul. That flame does not depend on the world. It is the world that depends on it. Without the soul's flame, the universe is a dark husk. Without the beloved's presence within, life is but an echo. You ask, where do I find him? And I answer, where do you not find him? Look into the eyes of a child there. He laughs. Listen to the call of the bird there. He sings. Feel the warmth of the sun there. He embraces you. Taste the sweetness of water there. He quenches you. Everything you love is a veil that hides and reveals him at once. Do not cling to the veil. Let it lead you back to the source. Every beauty, every wonder, every tenderness is a finger pointing toward the friend. Follow the finger, and you will find the hand that holds all creation. When the dervish spins, the body turns, but the heart is still. That stillness in the center is the ancient secret. You, too, you must find your still point, that silent axis around which your life revolves. Do not be deceived by the whirling of events, the storms of emotion, the tumults of fate. Beneath the storm lies the calm ocean, and that ocean is the beloved's embrace. If you dive deep enough, no storm can touch you. If you sink into his depth, every wave becomes a hymn, every current a caress. Beloved, even your wounds are sacred, for they are places where his light enters. Do not curse the cracks in your vessel. They are the doors through which the wine flows. The beloved has designed your journey with perfect wisdom. Even your failures are threads in the tapestry. Even your griefs are notes in the song. You see only fragments and despair, but he sees the whole pattern and smiles. Trust him. Trust the hand that has never let you go. Trust the fire that purifies, but never destroys. Trust the silence that holds more truth than words can carry. The secret is simple. You are loved. Not for what you do, not for what you achieve, not for how perfect you become. You are loved because you are his. From the beginningless beginning, before time spun its wheel, before stars were born, you are his beloved. Nothing can undo this. Not your doot, not your sins, not your wanderings. Even when you run, he runs after you. Even when you hide, he waits. Even when you forget, he remembers. His love is the only permanence in a world of change. Why then search elsewhere for what is already guaranteed? Drink from this fountain, beloved. It will not run dry. Let your soul be intoxicated with this wine that never loses its sweetness. When you drink deeply enough, the walls between you and the world dissolve. You see the beloved's face in everyone. even in those who wound you. You hear his song in every sound, even in the cries of sorrow. You taste his sweetness in every moment, even in bitterness. Then you realize paradise is not a destination, but a perception. Hell is not a punishment, but blindness. Heaven opens when you open, and it was never locked. There is no greater miracle than this, that the infinite chose to dwell within the finite, that eternity took up residence in your fragile heart. You are not an exile, but a sanctuary. You are not a beggar, but a temple. You are not a wanderer, but a home for the beloved. Live as such. Walk not as though you are lost, but as though you are hosting the King. Speak not as though you are empty, but as though you are pouring out his wine. Love not as though you are alone, but as though every embrace is his embrace. This is the ancient secret. You carry him, and he carries you. Beloved, let your life become a prayer without ceasing, not words muttered in obligation, but every breath, every step, every glance offered as devotion. The bird sings, the river flows, the flame dances, all are prayers. So too your laughter, your tears, your silence, your song, if offered in love, are prayers rising to the beloved. You do not need to perfect the form. Sincerity is the essence. Even a sigh can shake the heavens, if it is born of longing. Even a single whispered, "Beloved," can open doors that 10,000 rituals cannot. You do not need to become someone else to be worthy. You do not need to climb ladders of perfection. You need only to remember, the beloved already loves you as you are. He already sees you as whole. Even when you see yourself as broken, he already delights in your soul. Even when you despise your own reflection, the secret is not about earning love, but accepting it. Do not push away the hand that longs to hold you. Do not close the door to the one who already lives inside. The banquet is set. The music plays. The wine flows. Sight down, beloved, and feast. Do not search afar. Do not exhaust yourself, chasing horizons that recede with every step. The journey you imagine is a circle that returns you to yourself. And when you arrive, you will laugh to realize you never left. The beloved is not elsewhere. He is here, in this moment, in this breath, in this gaze. Close your eyes, and you will find him. Open your eyes, and you will find him. Turn inward, and he is there. Turn outward, and he is there. There is no place where he is not, and no place where he is more present than in your own soul. Beloved, the secret cannot be written, cannot be spoken, cannot be captured in any form, and yet it speaks through every form, whispers through every tongue, shines through every face. The poets write, the mystics sing, the lovers weep, but none can exhaust the truth. The secret is endless as love itself. And the greatest wonder is this, that you, fragile human, fleeting as a breath, are chosen as the bearer of this secret. You are the chalice. You are the flame. You are the song. Remember this, and you will need to search no more. Beloved, let me tell you of a secret, so simple that your mind may dismiss it, yet so vast that your soul will bow in awe. You and the beloved have never been apart. The story of distance is only a dream woven by the ego. The tale of exile is a shadow cast by forgetfulness. The beloved has always dwelt within your breath, has always whispered through your pulse, has always gazed from behind your eyes. You have wandered the earth seeking him as though he were lost, but it is you who has been asleep in the garden of his presence. Awake, beloved, awake, and see that the friend is here, closer than your own self. The body is a cloak, the mind a veil, but the soul is the naked flame that reveals the beloved's face. Remove the cloak, lift the veil, and you will see that the one you adore is not separate, but is your very essence. To know yourself truly is to know him, and to know him is to fall into the endless ocean of love that knows no boundaries, no separations, no end. The ancient secret is not something you discover, it is something you remember. Like a melody you once knew in childhood that rises suddenly from within and makes your whole being tremble with recognition. You ask, how do I enter this remembrance? And I tell you, through love. Not the love that clings or demands, not the love that bargains or fears, but the love that dissolves boundaries, the love that burns without consuming, the love that opens you like a rose at dawn. Let yourself love the beloved without hesitation, without measure, without reserve. Pour out your heart until nothing remains but his fragrance. Then you will see that the lover and the beloved are one, that the yearning and the fulfillment are one, that the seeker and the sought are the same flame, dancing in the same wind. Do not be deceived by the illusions of separation. The world will tell you that you are small, that you are weak, that you are incomplete. But the beloved whispers, you are my reflection, my echo, my eternal companion. The world will tell you to seek outside, to climb mountains, to cross seas, to gather treasures. But the beloved whispers, stop wandering. Beloved, I am here, within you, waiting in the silence of your soul. The world will tell you that death is the end, but the beloved whispers, death is but the door through which you return to me. Oh, let your life become a turning, like the dervish spinning in ecstasy, losing himself in the motion until all that remains is the center, still and eternal. Let your words become a song, and your silence a prayer, for your breath an offering. Let everything you do be a remembrance of the beloved. For remembrance is not repetition but awakening. Each time you remember, you peel away another veil. You step closer to the light. You drink deeper of the wine that makes you forget yourself, and remember only him. You are the reed flute, hollowed by longing. Do not curse your emptiness. It is what allows the beloved's music to flow. You are the candle, trembling in the night. Do not fear the flame. It is what makes you shine. You are the moth, restless and reckless. Do not resist the fire. It is what you are made for. You are the ocean wave, rising and falling. Do not mourn your breaking. It is what returns you to the sea. Everything you are, every longing, every wound, every joy, every tear, is part of the divine dance of union. Beloved, listen carefully. The beloved is not hidden. It is you who hide. He does not turn away. It is you who close your eyes. He does not forget. It is you who drown in distraction. The secret has always been in plain sight, but you cover it with veils of doubt, of fear, of desire. Lift the veils, and the light will blind you with its clarity. The beloved is the flame in every star, the song in every bird, the fragrance in every rose, the sweetness in every drop of honey. The beloved is the silence after the song, the darkness before the dawn, the space between your heartbeats. And yet, the beloved is not only beyond you, he is you. The lover and the beloved are one. You bow in prayer, thinking you adore him, but it is he bowing through you. You whisper his name, thinking you call upon him, but it is he calling himself through your lips. You long for him, thinking you pursue him, but it is he pursuing himself through your soul. The ancient secret is this: there is only one, dancing as two, playing the game of separation for the joy of reunion. Do not search afar. Do not run from shore to shore with empty nets. Cast your net into the ocean of your soul, and you will pull up pearls brighter than suns. Do not chase mirages in deserts of illusion. Drink from the well within, and your thirst will be quenched forever. Do not beg at the gates of others, for the King lives within your heart, waiting to open his treasury to you. You are not a beggar, but a beloved. You are not lost, but found. You are not separate, but one. Beloved, the time is now. Do not delay. Do not postpone awakening to some distant tomorrow. Eternity is not later, it is here. The beloved is not elsewhere, he is here. The secret is not hidden, it is here. Open your eyes, open your heart, open your soul, and step into the garden that has been blooming within you all along. Smell the roses of remembrance. Taste the fruit of devotion. Drink the wine of love. Dance with the dervishes of your own heartbeat. Whirl until you dissolve into the axis of his presence. And when you awaken fully, you will see that the entire journey was a circle, beginning and ending in him. You will see that the desert was never empty, that the nights were never silent, that the tears were never wasted. You will see that every step, every stumble, every sigh, every song was the beloved guiding you home. And you will laugh, oh, how you will laugh at the long dream of separation, for you will realize that you never left, never wandered, never were apart. The beloved has always been here, and you have always been his. So, beloved, remember this, do not search afar. The ancient secret lives within your soul. Guard it, cherish it, surrender to it. Let it consume you, let it heal you, let it transform you. For you are not just a seeker of the secret, you are the secret. Embodied, breathing, glowing, and the beloved delights to see himself in you. Drink, beloved, dance, burn. Remember, the secret is yours. The secret is you. The secret is love.